Ahoy, hoy, it's your boy, attackslug, and this is Mailbag Madness, yeah! And I will say, as I always say with these, do not send me any games. I have so many games that I haven't even gotten video from yet, so please don't send me any games. But this time, once again, this game was sent from Richard Abbott, hashtag handbrake, hashtag hand release. It is Gran Turismo 3 A-Spec for the PlayStation 2. You probably can't hear in the background, but my PS3, one of the old PS3s that can't play PS2 games, the fans are super loud because it's like, oh, I can't handle this shit! I am not a racing game guy, as I may have explained in the past. I don't know if these videos are going to air in order or not, but this game is very highly rated. From Polyphony Digital. I'm just going to jump into arcade mode here and play a race or two and show you why I am not a racing game guy. So there was a menu option, easy. It was a menu option for 16.9, and I went and picked it, and nothing changed. So this video's in 4.3 because this video's in 4.3 because it wouldn't, like, perhaps there is some way to do a progressive scan type deal, but I couldn't find it, so that's unfortunate. But that's fine, we'll play in 4.3. There weren't that many PS2 games that actually supported progressive scan to begin with, so whatever. Here we are, Gran Turismo 3. This was the first Gran Turismo on the PS2. I do not want to be in... There we go, alright. Those are my two options for camera angles. That's unfortunate. Oh. So this is a racing simulation game with the utmost care being made to simulate. And that is the exact opposite of the kind of game I would be actually good at, because I do not have the patience for simulation games. I did play a lot of the original NASCAR game on the PC back in the late 90s, and the most fun I had with that game was the fact that they tried to accurately model the cars as best they could for, you know, the late 90s, and I would just start a race at Daytona, turn around, and then smash into guys and watch just the car parts go flying, and that was fantastic. I do know with this series, at least in the early days, they certainly shied away from things like car damage, because the manufacturers of the cars did not appreciate car damage. I was never any good at racing like this. I just can't get enough, like, it always seemed just not, like, I need to be able to see what's ahead of me. But yeah, plenty of stuff from them not appreciating car damage, so I can certainly understand why that would be the case. Like, no, we don't want that in our game, or we don't want you to put that in your game, because that's not, it's gonna make us look bad. And I'm like, look, if cars get into accidents, they get smashed up. You know, that's called realism. And the more realism you can put in your realistic racing game, the better I feel it's gonna be. But car manufacturer perhaps did not feel this same way. And we finished in first place. Whoopity-doo. Huzzah. Video games. And yeah, this game has like the replay stuff, and the photo mode looks way better than the actual game. But we're not gonna watch that. Can I? Yeah. Can I not watch that? Exit? So no, I have not played any of the other, like, this is probably the first time I've actually spent any time sitting in front of a Gran Turismo game in my life. We'll put it on normal. See how that goes. That track looks like it could be cool. Ooh, yeah, rally racing. Alright, so I do enjoy rally stuff. I was a big fan of I was a big fan of Rally Sport Challenge 2 on the Xbox, the original Xbox. I've made videos of that game. Go watch them. That was one of the very first episodes of You Should Be Playing. But lap racing and rally stuff is not that interesting. Like, it's the point-to-point stuff that I always find really cool. So this stuff perhaps not as good, but still, I do enjoy a good dirt track. I find them interesting. There's always the chance, you know, to get some airtime and that kind of stuff. I played a number of hours of Dirt 2, and I thought that was, whoa. I thought that was pretty good on the PC. I didn't really play it on the consoles. And then I did manage to acquire that copy of Dirt Showdown for like $2, but that's not really a rally game as much as it is, oh god, as much as it is just a straight up racing game. I have one opponent here? That's alright. So I spent about as much time with Dirt Showdown as was required to make Grim play it, but other than that, it's not perhaps what I was looking for from a Dirt game. Like, I heard that that's more of an evolution of what they did in Dirt 3, which is much less point-to-point rally, which is what I want from a Dirt game. I mean, it's called Dirt. Come on. So, in that case, I enjoyed Dirt 2 a whole lot. But I'm obviously not playing Dirt 2. I'm playing GT3. We need to stop and not spin around. Oh. Nope. That's probably bad for the car. If I had to wager a guess, probably bad for the car. But yeah, for a PS2 game, this looks fan-fucking-tastic. This looks really good. Like, the modeling, and the lighting, and the shadows, and this is a pretty game. And these games take quite a long time to get, you know, made, because there is such an enormous amount of attention to detail being spared on each portion of the game. So much so that, like, 5 and 6, there are only a handful of actual, like, you know, only a handful of the cars are super detailed, and then a lot of the cars are just the same models they used in the games on the PS2, because they couldn't afford to do it for every car, which, you know, when you know that your base of users is only going to use a handful of those cars because they're, you know, like the hot supercars. Like, I understand that notion of, you know, we're not going to put in a couple hundred hours of work doing super accurate detailing on the Honda Civic that no one's going to use for, you know, more than an hour to fucking qualify stuff, you know? That's stupid. There doesn't need to be a super detailed Volkswagen Bug, you know? That's not, you know, it'd be cool if you had it, but, you know, not really a priority by any stretch of the imagination. So I'm just trucking along here. This is lap 2. I'm kind of catching this guy. I'm probably gonna spin out here because, you know, hand brake, hand release, or whatever. I'm not even sure what if there is a hand brake. I'm just using square, which is brake. And X is go, which is not. I want, like, if you're playing a racing game, acceleration and braking should be on the triggers, not on the. Like, I understand that the PS2 had analog buttons, like the buttons would respond to the more pressure you put on them, and only a handful of games like Metal Gear Solid 2 actually use that to any kind of, you know, advantage. But in a racing game, ideally, I want, you know, triggers. I want gas and brake on the triggers. But it's possible that might be an option in the. I didn't look in the. Fuck you, buddy. I didn't look in the options menu, so it is entirely possible that could be in there, and I just did not do my due diligence. I thought that was a different way there, so I'm just botching it. I'm Sin Cara all over this track. It's okay. We're almost done. We've almost completed our objective here, which is finish this fucking race. I'm racing! Hey, buddy. Hey, come back. Oh, God. I'm not gonna admit. Nope, that's the fucking finish line. Wait, lap 3 of 3? I thought it was 2 laps. I was looking at the wrong thing, apparently. Is it another lap here? Man, that doesn't sound like... Well, I wouldn't mind winning, but... I don't necessarily know... Oh, that was last lap. Alright, never mind, I'm not gonna win. Never mind. So we're gonna actually let this, replay happen here, if it will. And, see how that looks. Alright, so, once again, this was a Mailbag Madness deal. The madness, yeah! And I will tell you once again, for those of you who are still watching, if anyone besides Richard Abbott is actually still watching this video, do not, I cannot stress that enough, do not send me games in the mail. I have way too many games. I cannot guarantee that I'll be able to show any of these games to Grim, because there is a certain criteria for making an episode of Perplexing Pixels, and a lot of games just don't meet that criteria of being able to make an amusing 15 to 20 minute episode. So, this has been attackslug. This has been Mailbag Madness. I will see you right here next time on this channel. This was Gran Turismo 3 A-Spec, and I'm out.